swear to God, these voice actors are literally like cockroaches. They just kind of like pop out of everywhere in like every single corner of the room or so. I just don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. They just literally come out of nowhere.
And so the other day we were talking about this situation that I was tagged to. Thank you again for the tag, Fire Sparkle, and the other very kind person who tagged me, who I don't have pulled up on screen right now, but I appreciate
We'll
all you
find
guys.
out who it is.
But as mentioned, we were talking about Shawn Laraway, this VA who constantly bootlicks for SAG.
Who? Who is that again? Sorry, I have to search these. I have to search up these VA people. Oh, this guy, Roy, is this man. Yeah, he had this profile picture. Yeah, this weird Timmy Turner looking one, you know? Yeah. Okay, never mind. I remember. Took me a hot second to remember who it was.
And the click over on Blue Sky. And it also became infamous over on Reddit. We'll get to that recap in a second. But yeah, we talked about him the other day because he was like apparently on Wikipedia. And I say apparently because there was an account named Shawn Laraway on Wikipedia. But as a disclaimer, for obvious reasons, I can't say I definitively know it's Shawn Laraway. My personal opinion, the guy on Wikipedia named Shawn Laraway was acting the exact same way that the VA Shawn Laraway on Blue Sky acts. So yeah, in my personal opinion, I do think it's highly probable that it is indeed the same person and not some like impersonator or something. But I digress. Shawn Laraway on Wikipedia was making edits to Kaylee Mills' Wikipedia, trying to phrase things in very biased ways that are very opinionated and pro-SAG and pro the clique of VAs who constantly, do SAG's bidding, etc., etc. You get the point. And then Shawn Laraway got caught doing all this Wikipedia stuff, got called out, started raging in the talk section of the page. Even a Wikipedia moderator, I believe it was, like chimed in and was like, dude, what are you doing? You can't put this stuff there. Whole thing ended up like getting crazier and crazier. So I'll link that video in the description if you haven't seen it. But just know that context as we discuss Shawn Laraway further in this video. Because as you can see here, I found this comment that reads, he, referring to Shawn Laraway, was also in CU's Twitch chat last week trying to bait him into talking about Hoyo's AI protection, even though CU was trying to get his head off from IRL stuff because his grandmother just passed away, by the way. You can see him at 2320.
Oof, my condolences to you, Sayu. I'm sorry about that. Sorry to hear about that your grandmother passed away. I may disagree with a lot of things that you do or so, but I'm not gonna hate you, bro. All right? I'm not gonna hate you. So, my condolences to that, actually.
And CU stream 10 days ago where he came back to streaming Genshin. The idiot just uses his real name everywhere. It's so cringe, though. This Shawn Laraway dude is truly exceptional. Similarly, this comment reads, I also just got news that this Shawn Laraway tried to bait CUVA on Twitch to talk about Hoyoverse and AI in his contract after he took the time off. He lost a close family member. CU went back to playing Genshin again and wanted to chill. That Laraway literally...
Yeah, that makes sense, you know.
That Laraway guy literally used his full name and asked
to the guy, you know.
Then and there. It was disgusting. And for those that don't know, CUVA is referring to the VTuber channel of Alejandro Saab over on YouTube, known as Kagi Film.
I'm hoping he kind of like, you know, grows up and finally understands the actions of his you know, the actions that he did or so. You know, I don't approve what he did during the Genshin Impact Notlin situation where he was like literally approving her so to get all the characters get dark skin and everything like that. Everyone should be black, you know. Everything should be a lot more darker. They should have more darker skin. I'm like, you know, if this is supposed to be a quote-unquote Hispanic-inspired, you know, South American-inspired and, like, you know, Polynesian-inspired type of place or so, number one, not everyone is one shade of color, okay? Let me just remind you that, okay? All right? Crazy, huh? Crazy, huh? It's kind of wild in my personal opinion.
In Genshin, he plays Sino, and he's done a bunch of other VA work there, as you can see. Personally, I think he did a great job as Gabimaru in Hell's Paradise. And so, yeah, once again, that takes us over to CUVA's Twitch chat, where a Shawn Laraway made a sudden...
Yeah, there literally someone linked me a post or so, and then the link, there was a reply underneath it, and someone had all of the names of all of the VAs that were talking about the stupid Notland situation, and he was there on his main account, and I knew who Sayu was because that's him. And I was like, no, dude, I thought you were cool, bro. I thought you were cool. Why are you pandering towards Twitter people? Stop. Stop it. Twitter numbers don't mean anything. Why do you think I don't do anything with my Twitter account? I don't really post a lot. I don't really say a lot because I'm busy increasing my Twitch and my YouTube, because my YouTube is more important and my Twitch is a lot more important compared to like doing a fucking tweet on Twitter. You know, it's not important whatsoever, you know?
Appearance. As you can see, this is the stream. CUVA's chat there on the right hand side, of course, and at the very bottom is that account. It says Shawn Laraway. The message reading: Did Hoyoverse give you AI protections in your contract? I saw on Twitter that Allegra Clark got protections added to her contract. Aren't you worried about Hoyoverse using your likeness at all without consent? So first of all, let's address this claim where that Laraway account is saying, I saw on Twitter that Allegra Clark got protections added to her contract. I think we need a source for that.
Who's Allegra Clark? I don't know who that is. Who is that? Who?
Because I have an X to doubt on that one. Allegra Clark has made multiple statements on Twitter about the strike, but one of her most, like, one of the threads that was seen the most was actually about the video game strike, the official one.
Even then, I don't have Twitter on my phone. Like, I don't have, you know, I don't have Twitter on my phone. The only time I'm on Twitter or so, if I'm on my computer. I don't want to have it on my phone. There's no point of having it on my phone. So, yeah, no worries, Pharaoh. And even then, I was like, what the fuck am I gonna post? What, I woke up, or like maybe like I would probably take pictures of food, of like the stuff that maybe that like I ate that looks interesting, and I can send it over to, you know, send it over to you guys on Twitter. That's kind of like pretty much about it. Like, I don't know. I just don't really care increasing my numbers on Twitter, because Twitter numbers don't mean anything to me, you know?
Not the collective work refusal on Hoyoverse. So I don't know if Laraway is conflating the two.
Oh, is this Beta's VA?
But
is
regardless, I don't believe Allegra confirmed that she has a contract with AI protections related to Hoyoverse on Twitter in any thread she's made about this. She has said that she wants AI protections in a contract, but I would need a source for her saying that she has AI protections in a contract for a whole.
I think the only thing that I've used my Twitter account is just to follow modelers, like models and cosplayers or so, because I eventually want to draw them in that specific pose, or either use the pose that they're posing for a drawing of either my VTuber model or someone else's VTuber model, and that's kind of like, or like basically one of my friends, and that's pretty much about it.
Hoyoverse project, Hoyoverse game.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know she voiced Acheron.
I could be mistaken. Maybe I'm not recalling properly, but I have a suspicion, and this is just my opinion, that Laraway is like baiting something here, because I don't think that's true. I don't think that's accurate.
Yeah, it's all for ideas at the end of the day.
To be fair, he might just be incorrect. Like,
it's just the problem is I need time. I need time to do them. So all I do is just kind of like save them on my Twitter account. I just kind of like them, and that's pretty much about it, and just kind of keep scrolling and liking a bunch of them for later drawings in the future. Eventually when I have time or so, I'll do it, but if I don't, it's just kind of like you know.
Taken like it's an accident, but the action of going into CU's chat and posting this there makes me think that this is like some sort of intentional bait, and he's trying to either like manipulate CU or also the chat itself. Basically another one of his desperate attempts at trying to shift and or control the public opinion when it comes to SAG-AFTRA and Hoyoverse and all this stuff related to what's been going on. Now, on top of that dubious claim about Allegra Clark and the AI protections thing in a contract, obviously it goes without saying that the act of this Laraway account going to CU's Twitch chat and making a message like this, posting a message like this, is wildly inappropriate and unprofessional.
True.
Extremely scummy, weird behavior. Really, there's probably a bunch of different...
I'm like, the guy's grandma just passed away, you know? I think that's kind of like a pretty wrong opportunity. Plus, also at the same time, that's his VTuber, like that's his VTuber life and his VTuber model and his VTuber work. So I think it's completely like yeah, he'll mention like his normal VA stuff and stuff like that in between, but I assume he just wants to keep it like separate. You know, he wants to do his VTuber activities as VTuber stuff. You know, compared to like the VA stuff, his his normal Twitter account for VA updates and stuff like that. And I assume the Twitter, the VTuber one is all VTuber related. I assume it's all VTuber related stuff. I don't really follow the guy. Like I said, I don't hate the guy. Why would I want to hate the guy? I just disagree with his take or so about the whole Notland situation. Like I 100% disagree. As someone who is actually from that specific, race, of him literally saying that like, oh, they should all be dark skinned. I'm like, no, we're all not dark skinned. We also have all different shades of color of skin too. So yeah, but like his grandma died. You shouldn't be bringing that up anyways. And that's just kind of like, come on.
Words you could use to fill in the blank there. You get the point. Next, I'll play a very brief portion from CU's stream when that message pops up, and you can see his reaction to it, which... let me know what you think, because either he seems to be ignoring it completely, or he actually does address it, because like at the same time that comment pops up on screen, more or less, he says something along the lines of like, I'm not even going to dignify that with a response, y'all. Now, I don't know what comment he's referring to, obviously, with that remark, but given the timing and what that Shawn Laraway person said in the chat
no,
there,
not different
that
races,
account said
different
in the chat,
skin tones.
it does seem like it's highly probable that that comment was...
because like the reason why is because like there's Cubans that are like super white, and then there's some Cubans that are super dark. Same thing with Brazilians. Same thing with Mexicans. Same thing with Salvadorians. I'm just saying.
Actually,
shut the fuck
in
up.
reference to Shawn Laraway. And if so, get wrecked. Get absolutely wrecked, bro. Let's take a look at the clip, and once again, let me know what you think.
Hey, thank you for the super chat. Love your macaque voice.
Love your macaque voice.
Oh, thank you. Just a heads up, Billy was the original voice of macaque. Just as a heads up. I'm not even gonna dignify that with a response, Hall.
Yeah, because I assume he gets because usually when I don't know if he's looking at his Twitch panel chat thing or the OBS or so, but you can look at chat a lot more earlier compared to like the Twitch live stream page. That's the difference. Let me see.
I'm not even gonna dignify that with a response, Hall. Are you excited for RE9? I am.
Let me see.
I'm not even gonna dignify that with a response. Hall.
Yeah. It's probably definitely with that actual question, because it's a big paragraph at the end of the day. It's that one. Yeah.
Are you excited for RE9? I am terrified. I'm gonna shit myself.
Okay, hopefully you saw the message in chat scroll by. I put
that.
a giant red arrow, so like you surely saw that, hopefully. But yeah, I didn't watch the full stream. I don't know if at some other point the Laraway account says something else and CU says something more about it. But I don't think that's the case, given the comments that we read earlier. It seems like what we just saw is all there is to see about what happened here in with Laraway in the chat. So let me know what you think about CU's response, if you think that is directed at Laraway or potentially like a different comment that was there. So, I mean, either way, it's hilarious that this dude got completely ghosted or basically called out. As hilarious as it is, though, I will also once again say, like, disgusting move by Laraway. Like, leave bro alone, man. Going to people's Twitch chat now to spread this nonsense. Like, what are you doing? Which takes me to the next point, actually. I just find it extremely amusing that apparently one VA from the clique, at least one, at all times must be doing some exceptional nonsense. For a long time, that was Paimon VA Karina Becker. Then she went kind of silent, and we had like the little Kribo arc for a while. Then we had like Kaylee Mills pop up again. And then when those people aren't saying anything, then like you have Shawn Laraway popping up doing a bunch of crazy stuff. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's with these people, man. They keep doing
I feel like
things
these are like low tier VA, like they're not really like high ranking VA people. These are probably like low tier VA ranking people.
that for some reason somehow they perceive as like helping their cause, but they're so tone deaf and out of touch and lack so much self-awareness that they don't see how all this stuff just continually makes them all look so much worse. And then it's like a never-ending cycle of this stuff happening for months now. As I mentioned earlier, there's also this little piece of Laraway lore as a quick refresher, because this sort of thing has been going on for months. We had this post near the beginning of the Jacob Takanashi situation. After a lot of the VAs harassing Jacob got a ton of
no, they're not like really they're not really big VAs, you know. Like I can name other ones, you know.
Backlash online. We had this happen. The post reading a voice actor
like,
came on
ones,
Reddit
you know,
arguing why Jacob / Mahoya were in the wrong.
Bigger
After
ones,
having
you know?
all their points refuted, they deleted their entire account, an archive of the post reading. Please stop blaming voice actors for refusing to work, and a bunch of damage control that we're not going to rehash once again entirely because, yeah, we've read this before. But we will take a look really quick at the top comment that reads, genuinely wondering who Shawn Laraway is. It seems pretty obvious that he doesn't voice anyone in Genshin, and I'm trying to look into his background, but I'm literally not finding any kind of information on who he actually is, other than that he participated in theater and that he's a voice actor for something. And you guys probably know the rest.
I think he voice acted for some like Smite characters, I think. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Information suggesting that Shawn Laraway works on the Department of Veteran Affairs, Veteran Affairs. VA cannot be found. Let me see. Let me see. So here's the breakdown of the results. Commercial demos, backstage profiles. It's not fully detailed in the provided search results. So is he really not a VA? Question mark. Is he actually? Is he like? Is he like not a VA person? Question mark, what? Or is he like? Huh. Hold on, there's a Facebook post on it. I'm not gonna show this one because it'll dox Facebook. Let me see. Hold on, let me see. Hold up, let me see.
I think it worked.
Gonna catch me riding dirty.
I can't tell. I actually cannot tell. Let me see. Da, 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 da. No, not really. Has participated in voice acting work, but based on the search result, it's difficult to pinpoint the specific major roles he's been involved. So, inconclusive? Question mark? Not kind of, but not really. Kind of, but not really. Huh. Interesting.
Rest of the story after that happened, Shawn Laraway account on Blue Sky starts posting about how the Genshin Impact subreddit should be banned, changing his bio, according to my recollection, to something like Genshin sucks, and then like scabs deserve to be bullied, or like, you know, something like that, man. Typical sort of thing you'd expect from this guy. Bro literally spends more time running damage control for the VA click and failing with the damage control, of course, too. But spending more time doing all that than actual voice acting work. Anyways, I just thought that was all really amusing. Let me know what you think. I hope you found it amusing too. And if you enjoyed my coverage,
Interesting. Because I tried to search this guy up, and I'd be like, did he do anything? Did he do any work or something? I guess I was wrong. I must have mistaken him with some other person or so who did like Smite voice roles or something like that. It's crazy. That's interesting. So he kind of basically really didn't do any voice acting. He's a non-union. That's the weirdest part. Yeah. But like there's no there's constant honestly there's no track record either of his VA stuff. All he did was it just only said like a commercial thing, and then that's it. That's pretty much it. Like he did some background work, like some camera stuff, but like nothing I would say anything for VA stuff. I didn't see anything for VA compared to Alejandro, the voice actor of Sayu, the VA Sayu. I'm not the VA, but the VTuber Sayu and everything. He's a scab, probably, but fuck, I don't even know, to be honest. Oh wait, do you think? Okay, this is a theory. This is just a theory. Do you think if Karina Boger and SAG-AFTRA actually got their, they got their, if they would have got their way and Hoyover signed the agreement, since they would control it, right, and make it union, do you think they would make fucking Shawn Laraway actually get him in to the group automatically because he's friends with them? Quote unquote friends. I don't know if they are or not, right? I'm gonna put this in quotation marks. And if he's friends with them, right? And the SAG-AFTRA is friends with Shawn, right? Do you think they were trying to make it into a union so then they can have him hired or let him in to do a voice acting for Genshin? I'd be curious. A theory, a game theory, is an online remote broadcast quality capable of incredibly nerdy voice actor from Virginia Beach. His first voice acting role came from just 6 years old when he played a very handsome young butler for a mandatory school play. Okay, but where is it though? Where's this young handsome butler that you said that you voice acted? Hey Fresh, He started taking acting seminars and classes in high school and would go on to receive his bachelor's of fine arts in theater and media performance before embarking on his professional acting journey since 2020. He began auditioning as a voiceover artist for creators and clients on YouTube. ACX, I have no idea who ACX is. Casting Call Club, I have no idea what that is. And the Voice Acting Club, I have no fucking idea what that is either. He is available for in-person studio recording in Dallas and Los Angeles. Training, anime and animation coaching, Morgan Berry. Who? Online voice acting, voices Carrie? Huh? Video game theater lab, Wes Johnson? Who? I don't know any of these people. Private VA coaching, Brittany Cox? Commercial voiceover, mock audition, workshop. Wait, is he training these people? Is that what he's doing? Is he actually like training these people? Huh? Wait, you can train people? Shit. I guess that's one easy way to get money, I guess. You know, man, maybe I should do that too as well. Maybe I should start training. Maybe I should start training people, even though I have like, you know, I have experience in voice acting, but I'm like, I don't have that crazy experience voice acting. I think it's the other way around. Oh, is these people training him? Okay, I see. It just literally sounds like that he's training them for some apparent reason. Okay, let's see. Home studio. No way. He's using this microphone? I know this microphone. I know this microphone. Yeah, I fucking know this microphone. That's like a starting microphone. This is a starting microphone. This is what you start off with. Well, not really, but it just kind of really depends. Yeah, I know this is a $300 microphone. Interesting. Okay, interesting. All right. An Audit ID4 MK2. What is this? I've never heard of this before. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. No, I have no idea what casting call is. No, I've been out of the voice acting game for a long time, so I don't know any of this new stuff. I'm not gonna say anything. But hey, you know what? You do you. Hey, you gotta start off with somewhere. Audacity and Adobe Audition connectivity is Source Connect. What the fuck is Source Connect? Zoom? We're still using Zoom in 2025? Ah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Google Meet? What the fuck is Google Meet? I don't even know what that is. I don't even know any of this stuff, to be honest. The only one that I know is Zoom. Zoom is the only thing that I know. Interesting, I see. Does he have any demos? Two. He has 2 demos.
For the sun greeters, the pathfinders, and the everyday dreamers, it's the shoe that gives the comfort of quality with the relaxed fit of a good breeze. There's shoes, then there's Sanooks. If you're dreaming of piping hot breadsticks and chicken fettuccine smothered in a creamy mushroom Alfredo sauce, you might actually be at Romano's Macaroni Grill. This Memorial Day weekend,
It's just all commercial stuff. Yeah, it's just commercial.
Hi everyone, this is Shawn Laraway doing a raw sample from my home recording studio. This is me talking normally. This is me whispering into the mic very close up. This is me whispering into the mic, but now it's a little strained. This is me yelling to someone far away.
That does not sound like you. You don't sound far away in on that specific clip. Like it doesn't sound far away. Maybe he is Hero H, just a theory. No, that's how demos are. You have to show your range. He's not showing his range.
And why not? Let's do a death scream.
That's just literally his voice. He's not even doing it.
We've lowered our APR to just 1.7%.
That's just his voice. Even in the commercial one. That's not even you know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna argue with this. I'm not arguing with this.
For all qualifying buyers of the all-new Toyota Camry. Look at you. You smell like sadness. Could it be because you lack the vigor?
This is not a demo, okay? I'm sorry, but this is not how watch here. I'm gonna show you guys something. Here, where the fuck is she? Where is she at? Where is she at? Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Where can I find it? Where can I find it? Where can I find it? Let me see. She had her own. She had her own. Let me see. Okay. So this was a long time ago. I had a better website, but I'm gonna see if this one works.
You can't run forever, Crosby! I'm bringing you in on 12 counts of murder. This city's gonna be a lot safer with you behind bars. Or you know what? No one would question if I ended you here.
I remember that night. It was the first time we met.
This is a character demo.
He said
This
my
is how you
singing
show your
enchanted
range.
him, but I was the one captured. It's not like you'll measure up, but sure, you can buy my drink. He's intimidated.
But I already drank so much! Let me be.
Delivery from LeBlanc Patisserie. I heard little Connie was sick, so I brought.
You can't tell me that's a demo, okay? Bro, he's literally calling himself a voice actor. Okay? He's literally saying, look at this. Okay, look at this. His first acting role came from 6 years old when he played a very handsome young butler for a mandatory school play. All right? Boy, I swear to God, okay? All right? Don't you argue with me, okay? Don't argue with me. I know exactly what I'm doing, okay? I know what I'm talking about here. Dad, don't talk to Dad. I know what I'm doing, Dad. Look, man, look, I don't hate the guy, okay? All right? But he's trying to like do demos or so, but I'm going to be honest with you, you know. All right? He's like, look, I don't hate the guy, okay? But the problem is the actions that he's doing and causing right now is just giving him a really bad limelight because he's going into someone's stream and literally telling him, around the age of 10, I played a kid holding a cafeteria of fake eating food for a school play. So sign this person up. Give them a voice acting role. Let's go. You're now considered a voice actor now. Like I don't agree with his specific like actions that he's doing specifically, right? Like if he wants to be a voice actor, hey, you know what? Go for it. You know what? Go fucking buck wild. I say go at it, you know? But like don't be like don't have this weird mentality that this guy is having at the end of the day, you know? Like there's zero like so far there's like kind of like basically like zero. There's kind of like some maybe his demos are basically him doing commercials and stuff like that. But he's only done like a few commercials. There's literally nothing about the guy. Like even if you search this guy up on Google, right? Like there's really nothing. There's nothing. Only his like link to his page, right? Yeah, that's it. That's literally straight up it. So compared to, for example, Caitlin Myers. This is one of my VTuber friends that I knew her before, you know. I probably misspelled her name. Sorry. I am so sorry. My apologies. I'm terrible at names. But yeah. So if I type in her name, right, specifically, look, I can just click on this and ta-da! We got VA. You know, we got actual like VA stuff here. You know, like she has done some work. You know, and if you go here, you know, you have a more bigger list. You know, say crazy, ain't it? Pretty crazy, huh? But yeah. Anyways, yeah, and honestly, this person in general, you know, doesn't give me the same vibe as this person, you know. And this is the difference between like this VA and this VA, you know. There's a complete difference between both of them. That's why I respect Caitlin Myers, you know. Yeah, of course. We have to start from somewhere at the end of the day, but the problem is like, you know, the problem is his attitude, the way how he's handling things in the situation, like going into, you know, Sayu's stream and literally asking him about like the whole protection AI shit, you know, even though his grandma just passed away and he doesn't want to deal about that, you know, and he wants to like, you know, chill and hang with his community, you know, have his community help him, you know, make him a little bit happy because his grandma passed away. And this guy just comes in and just says about the whole AI, the whole VA, basically the whole VA SAG-AFTRA war that's been happening as of recently. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. Besides, I go rambling on. Anyways, that's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy staffy stuff. But yeah. Yeah, no, because like it's pretty stupid overall, because it just makes him look terrible, you know. But yeah. Don't worry, one of these days I'll get back into voice acting. Well, when I have extra time, of course, you know. When I have extra time, I'll definitely get back to it. Whenever that is, to be honest. It's probably gonna be a while, to be honest. Anyways, that's the end of the video. And peace.